So here's what I tell people. If you're going to be involved in network marketing, decide to be a professional. Decide to go pro. 3 types of people in this profession. There's too many of the first 2, not enough of the third. The posers, hoping to get something for nothing, not even really trying. The amateurs, kind of wandering around in the wilderness. And the professionals. And this is a profession. If you decide to go pro, you're going to be good the moment you make that decision. Who's ready to go pro? All right. Like any profession, there's skills you've got to master. It's not all about timing and positioning. I used to think that timing is way more important than it is. You know what I found out? Timing's less important than I've thought for many years. Here's what's important. A professional shows up. It's more important than timing and positioning. When a pro shows up, the world takes notice. When a pro shows up, everybody says, okay, time to go to work. When a pro shows up. It's about developing network marketing skills. It's about developing a $1 million mindset. Enthusiasm itself isn't enough. Some of you are so excited, but you haven't brought any professionalism into what you do yet. You're just wandering around practicing all the time. Imagine you need to have surgery, okay? You need to have surgery, and you're going into the surgical room. The doctor comes in, big smile on his face, super pumped up, and you're just going through the anesthesia, and he says, "Hey, nice to meet you. I am so excited about this surgery. I'm going to help you." And you're like, "Fantastic. How long you been a doctor?" "I'm not really a doctor yet, but I want to be one. I just signed up for medical school today, but I really, really am passionate about helping you. Let me just carve away and let's see what happens." What bad could happen? It'll be all right. And that's what some of us do. We're running around carving away on our prospects. Hack, hack, carve, carve. Take a minute and practice, for crying out loud. Take a minute, develop some skill, please. Now I'm talking to the choir. You're here to get the skills. But I'm saying, in between this, it's about who you become, and it's about developing those skills. There are 7 fundamental skills, as I hope you all know. Finding prospects, inviting prospects, presenting to prospects, following up, closing, getting new distributors started, and promoting events. Take some time tonight or tomorrow, whatever, and rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 on those 7 skills. Where are you right now? 1, total, absolute novice, embarrassing. 10, world class. Where are you? If you're not a 70, maybe when you add it all up, if you don't have 70, maybe you got some work to do. Take those $1 million earners, most of them they're in the 60s for sure. In the 60s for sure. Here's what the other thing you need to know. If we're going to get better in network marketing, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some work. It's going to take some sacrifice. We're not talking about magic beans here. Truly, it's going to take some time. The average doctor or lawyer spends approximately 18,000 hours of practice before they officially start their career. And they pay for the privilege. 10 to 12 years of their life just to start. 18,000 hours of practice. Now, I'm not asking you for 18,000 hours, but will you give me 18 per skill? Will you give me 18 hours on finding prospects, 18 hours on inviting? Come on. 18. The average athlete spends over 10,000 hours of practice before they become an elite athlete. Same thing's true with a musician. Same thing true with any kind of artist. 10,000 hours of practice. Practice. Guess what we do? We just kind of wander around practicing on people. You know what these athletes, if the athletes did it like we did it, they would do nothing in between games. That's how the network marketer does it. They would do nothing in between games. They wait till game time, and they'd run out there and say, okay, what's the play? What's the play? Running around, getting pummeled, getting destroyed. No, I'm not sure if this football thing works. What makes game day? Practice. Guess what? When you're in front of a prospect, guess what you're in? Game time. Not practice time. Game time. Some of you have been paid pretty good for the practice that you've been doing with your prospects. I would ask that you take it away from game time. Practice with your team. Practice with your friends. Practice with your other distributors. Develop some skill, and then when you get to game time, you're ready. You've got the plays, you've got the motivation, you've got the passion, you've got the physicality, you're ready to go. Then watch what your results turn into. Average business startup costs the United States $65,000. The average expectation is to break even and start making a profit after 3 years of full-time commitment. That's the average expectation. And here we are. Person says, it's been 3 months and I still don't have a check. I've been working for 12 months and I barely covered my costs. You need to go watch Shark Tank. What you need to do. A few more times. Put it on a loop. Keep watching. I'll give you an example. My brother, now before I talk about my brother, let me just tell you something. I believe we slap network marketing in the face every single day. We say, hi, network marketing, how are you? Bam! Thanks for the money. Bam! Slap it across the face. Sometimes backhand. Bam! This gift we've been given. We slap it in the face with these expectations. We slap it in the face with how much we whine and cry. We slap it in the face. Now, let me ask a question. What would you consider a serious, full-time number that a person would do in appointments? How many appointments per month, let's say, would a serious, full-time person have? 100? How many people think that's a big number? Think it's a big number? Okay? When I travel around, I'll tell you what the number is that comes back. The rock stars in the room, they do 1 presentation a day on average. 20 to 25 presentations a month. They are the rock stars. They are superhuman. They are amazing superheroes. 1 a day. Okay? Now, to schedule 1 a day, how many calls you got to make? About 3? 3 text messages or 3 calls, and you can schedule 1 a day usually, right? 4, 5? Not a lot. My brother used to work in selling copiers. He sold office equipment. And here was his job. Every day. Now, he made 6 figures a year, but he made 200 phone calls every single day. Plus on-site appointments. Plus customer service. Right? Every day. 1,000 calls a week. That's called normal. That's normal, folks. And you think you're a rock star for 1 appointment a day, full time? Really? Really? And here's the sad thing. In network marketing, you are a rock star doing 1 appointment a day, full time. No. I hope you're not applauding how great you are. That's the standard we've set. The standard we've set is so low. Here's a question for you. I want you to write this number down. You don't have to call it out, and you don't even need to tell anybody else. Here's a question I have for you. How much would you pay you for what you did in your network marketing business in the last 30 days? If you hired somebody else to do what you did in your network marketing business for the last 30 days, you're going to pay them to do it the next 30 days. How much would you pay? What would it be worth? Write it down. So here's the thing. You can't expect to have a minimum mentality and have a maximum life. You can't expect to have this, to slap network marketing in the face every single day and reap massive rewards. You can't expect that this business, which has given all these benefits to you, you can't expect not to give it effort. You can't expect to lay down and have it do all the work for you. You have to provide some hustle. You got to provide some effort. Why do we automatically expect it to be different? It's partly to blame from our misleading presentations brought people in with a different opinion of what it was going to take to succeed. And we're partially to blame for our own hopes to do a little bit less and get a little bit more. My mentor Jim Rohn taught me one of the most dangerous roads is when you take a step down the road that says, hey, if I go down this road, maybe I can do a little bit less and get a little bit more. It's one of the most dangerous roads you could ever walk down. Maybe I can do less and get a little bit more. Maybe I could do less and get a little bit more. Because what's the end of that road? I hope to do nothing and get everything. We don't expect that to work, do we? I think we're to blame for expecting massive results out of our lack of action. I think we can do better. Network marketing is no different. It takes time, takes skills, takes courage, takes consistency, takes hard work, takes sacrifice. However, it's worth it. It's worth it. Yeah. It's worth it for the career you're going to be able to create. A career. I've heard that the longest journey in life is the journey after formal education and the point when you find that career that fills you up. That moment when you finally go, I have a life path. I know why I was put on this earth. I know what I'm here to do. When people are able to create a career here that they can control, it's worth the effort to be able to get to that. That's a magical thing. I feel so bad for a person that has to get up on a Monday morning before they're done sleeping and then drive in traffic to a job where they're not appreciated and sitting with people that they don't even necessarily like, and they have to be told when they can have lunch. There's a better way than that. It's worth it. It's worth it for the freedom that you're going to enjoy. Freedom. Another word for network marketing is freedom. Choices, options. It's worth the effort. It's worth the hard work. It's worth the pain. It's worth the sacrifice. It's worth your family rolling their eyes at you. It's worth the person quitting and you having to replace them with somebody else. It's worth the emotion. It's worth the loneliness. It's worth the fight for the freedom. Your freedom is worth it. Next, it's worth it for the lives that you're going to touch. That's what we get to do. We get to touch people. This gives us an excuse to spend more time with amazing people. It gives us an excuse to invest a little bit of ourselves in another human being. The lives that you're going to be able to touch, the people that you're going to be able to change, the people that you're going to be able to take their limiting beliefs and lift the veil where they were blind, and because of you, they can see a better life. The lives that you're going to be able to touch with your products, with your opportunity, with this idea of being in business for yourself, being an entrepreneur, It's a gift. It's worth the work to touch those lives. It's worth it for the people you're going to meet. Like the people in this room, it's just a privilege every single day. People you get to hang out with. Network marketing gives us an excuse to hang out with cool people. It really does. It's worth it for the places you'll see. I've seen the Opera House in Sydney. I've seen the cathedral in Red Square at midnight with the snow falling down. You know, I've seen the Eiffel Tower. I've seen the Hagia Sophia in Istanbul. I've seen these things around the world that I would have never seen. Spectacles I would have never seen if not for network marketing. The places you'll see will just blow your mind. It's worth it for the causes you can contribute to. Maureen and I give pretty dramatically to causes that are important to us. At our last women's event, the most powerful women in network marketing, in 30 minutes, we raised $800,000 for the Starkey Hearing Foundation. In 30 minutes. Think about the cause that matters to you, and not just from your personal giving, but from your influence with your network, what you can do for that cause, what you can do for that mission, what you can do for those people that are doing important work and reaching people that you can't reach. And mostly, it's worth it for the person that you're going to become. What network marketing will make of you. You know what it did for me? I was like a lumpy piece of metal when I first got involved in network marketing, and network marketing was a grinding wheel. And I just leaned onto that grinding wheel, and network marketing started to knock off some of those chunks and smooth some of those edges. And sometimes it wasn't comfortable, being ground on. But it helped to shape my life. It helped to create a future for me and my family. It helped to make something of me. And here's what I will tell you. The major, some of you, there's lots of millionaires in this room, but they will all tell you the $1 million wasn't the prize. The prize was what they had to become in order to be able to make the million. That's the prize. And that's what network marketing allows us to do. It gives us an opportunity to work on ourselves. It gives us immediate feedback, which is encouraging. Every time we grow a little bit, we get some immediate feedback, which causes us to want to do a little bit more. The greatest benefit isn't what you're going to get by being involved in network marketing. The greatest benefit is what you'll become by being involved in network marketing. So let me close by saying this. I'm proud of being involved in network marketing. I love our profession. I'm proud of all of you for your courage and sacrifice up until this point. But I want to tell you all something. All of you, no matter how much you're making all the way to the top. 3 words, please write these down. Stop playing small. And you know you are. You know there's more inside of you. There's more that you're capable of. You know that you can stretch. You know that you can grow. You know that you allowed distractions to get in the way. That it's there. You might have to work on the inner game to figure that out and break free. But stop playing small. You don't serve the world by doing that. Time to play big. Time to do something spectacular. So here's what I'll say in closing. This event is about helping you become more than you ever dreamed. And personally, I am deeply honored to be on that adventure with you. I love you very much. We're going to have a great weekend. Thank you.